Hello and welcome to Fiercely Marcy Rooted and Rising. This video is part of my self-love series, and today I want to talk to you about saying I love you by setting strong boundaries. Whoa, that might be a new one. Boundaries as self-love. Now, a lot of times when we think of setting boundaries, we think of telling other people, no, you may not talk to me that way. Or, no, you cannot cross that line and do that thing in my presence. No, we think of telling other people. But self-care is about bringing the focus back to you, okay? So we're going to come back into self, coming back right here. Put your hand on your heart space. Inhale, exhale. Take a couple deep breaths in. How you doing today? You okay? Has it been a wild and crazy day? I don't know. I'm having a pretty good day. It's a different day. I'm accomplishing things, and that feels good. Especially because I've been putting some of these things off. Procrastination. I am a citizen of procrastination. It's just true. So anyway, and yet I'm here. Hello, I'm perfectly fine. And you're here. So we're doing good. So boundaries as self-love, choosing yourself without apology. Boundaries are about, you can do this, okay? This is a quick little activity. So grab a pen and paper and start writing down the people you care about, the people in your life who you want to be involved with. Okay? Write those people at the top. And then there may be other people popping into your head who you're thinking, yeah, I don't want to be involved with them at all. Write them lower down on your list. And then with each person, you want to ask questions like, when I tell this person about something good that's happened to me, how do they react? What do they typically do? I know these people. I know how they're going to be. And then ask yourself, is this person somebody that I would feel completely comfortable with having them sit on the couch with me and have heart-to-heart conversations with? That's pretty close. When you invite someone into your home and they're on the couch with you and you're having coffee or tea and snacks or whatever you're doing, and you're really connecting with them, you feel a connection with them, like your heart is safe. That's close. That's close, okay? Then there are other people as you go down the list, you might feel like, no, I would not ask them to come sit on my couch and have a heart-to-heart. No. I might let them sit on my couch, but I'd probably sit in another chair across the room. Like, we're not going to huddle up like, super close friends or something. Sharing confidences with each other. And that's okay. That's okay. This is the formation of your boundaries is what we're doing. We're exploring your boundaries right now. So there may be some people you're like, yeah, I've got, this friend from work. They're really fun. I'm so glad I work with them because they make the day go by faster. And, I wouldn't invite them to come sit on my couch at this point in our relationship, but I would totally meet up with them for coffee after work or to maybe go see a movie on the weekend or just as friends, So what you want to do with each person on your list is figure out, you could say on a scale of 1 to 10, One being, we're not super close and we will never be super close. Like if somebody rates a number 1, your boundary with them is to stay completely away, like so far away as the moon is from the earth, that far, and maybe you've got somebody in your life who you're like, I would rather be on Pluto and they be on Earth. That's how far apart I wish us to be. You're also trying to figure out, and this isn't about their comfort and what they want at all. We are setting your boundaries for you. These are your boundary lines or the fences you're putting up to make your life comfortable. I'm able to have a good relationship with so-and-so because I never try to put more expectation on this relationship than it is capable of carrying. If somebody is just a coffee shop friend, I'm not going to burden them with expectations of them becoming my super close best friend that snuggles up on the couch with me and we talk about, our secrets and our dreams and our fantasies, and we laugh and we cry and we really, it's okay to have different kinds of friends. It's okay to have different kinds of relationships, and it's okay. Here's a big one, guys. Hold on. Put your seatbelt on. I'm not kidding. Put it on. Put that thing on. It is okay as you work through your family members to tell yourself the truth. I am not comfortable with Uncle Joe. I'm not comfortable with Grandma Mary. Grandma Mary is a really toxic person. I love her because she's my grandma. And she does matter to me. So I am going to, I'm going to send her cards for holidays and her birthday to let her know I'm thinking of her. I might send her gifts, but I'm not going to spend time with her unless I absolutely have to. I'm not going to do that to myself because this is why. Here's the why. Because Grandma never learned to choose her words carefully. She doesn't know how to love people in a way that makes them feel loved and seen and heard and valued. So I am going to be respectful by keeping my distance. If I encounter a rattlesnake, sorry about that. If I encounter a rattlesnake when I'm on a trail, I like to go hiking. I don't need that snake to strike at me. I see what it is. I know what a rattlesnake looks like. And especially if they start shaking that little rattler on the end of their tail, I definitely can identify what that snake is. And I leave it alone. I don't bring it flowers. I don't talk to it in a sweet voice. I don't bring it special food to make friends with it. I don't knock myself out to become a person of value, a person who is loved and cared for by the rattlesnake. I see the rattlesnake. I identify, oh my gosh, this is a rattlesnake, and I know how rattlesnakes behave. They're always going to act like rattlesnakes. They will never act like a dog or a cat. They will never act like a horse. And there are people in our lives who are kind of dangerous like that. Dangerous to us anyway. They might have a best friend who loves them to pieces, and the two of them have the greatest time in the world. Good for them. You don't get to be part of that for some reason. Let it go. And set your boundary to respect yourself, to honor your feelings, to say to yourself, I am not more important than Grandma Mary, but I am as important. My feelings are as important as Grandma Mary's. And she might say mean and hateful things about me because I never come see her. And that's okay. Because I show her I love and care about her in a way that is safe and comfortable for me. I'm not married to Grandma Mary. I didn't vow and make promises to her. I'm not doing anything wrong in pulling away and protecting myself. And notice that I never said that you need to have a conversation with Grandma Mary about her behavior. Unless you're in the room with Grandma Mary and she says something that you're like, no, this is not okay. And then you look at Grandma Mary and you say, Grandma, I love you and I respect you and I respect me too. And if you keep talking like that, I'm going to have to leave. So it's up to you. You don't have to be mean and nasty, but you're letting her know, what you said bothers me. Like it really bothers me, or I wouldn't say anything. But it really bothers me. And if you want me to, stay, then please stop talking like that. That's a hard thing to do. Sometimes taking care of ourselves requires that. And here's the thing, the more you do that, the more you speak up for yourself, the more you really look at your relationships and the choices you're making regarding those people, the people in your life. The people that you keep bending over backward for who never lift a finger for you. I'm not talking about being spiteful and hateful. Well, you don't do for me, so blah, blah, blah. No. I am talking about, recognizing I'm always chasing after you and you don't seem to have the same care and concern to connect with me. You're not as interested in this connection as I am. And that tells me something. I need to look elsewhere for my close connection or close connections because you're not it. It's as simple as that, honey. When you see orange cones on the street, what does that tell you? Do you want to cuss that cone out because it has the audacity to be in your way? No. I see orange cones and I'm like, oh boy, a pothole. Thanks for putting that up so I can get around it. Oh boy, orange cones. That means we're rerouted. We got to scoot over this way, because they're working over there. You may find that a lot of people in your life are orange cones. Or they have orange cones around them. You may need to put the orange cones around them in your own thinking as a warning sign to you to stop performing for them to win their love and approval. Because if you have to win it, then it isn't love and it's not real approval or acceptance. You're looking if you have those kind of people in your life, the message is these are not your people. And I am sorry to say that sometimes that does apply to family. Yes, it does. You didn't get to choose the family you were born into. Well, some people believe we have, but that's beside the point. Every day is a new day, and it's always a good day to choose you. To choose to love yourself, to listen to your own feelings and respect your own needs. Look, you get up and brush your teeth and take a shower every day, right? And you feed yourself. You make sure you get your coffee, your breakfast, your tea, your hot cocoa, whatever your thing is that you do. You make sure you do those things. Now, it's time for you to make sure you do the self-care that you need to do. And you don't have to let me boss you around just because I'm over here being a bossy big sister. But You're here for some reason. You listened this long. And I can tell you that boundaries make a much more peaceful life. They absolutely do. Like I said, those orange cones are a warning sign for you. And you put them around certain people. You don't have to tell those people, I put orange cones around you to remind myself that I can't trust you. These are not conversations you have. That's not boundary setting. That's being shitty. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And please remember that what you put out into the world is going to come bouncing right back at you. Okay? So check yourself before you wreck yourself. Self-care is about taking care of who? Yeah, taking care of you. So I am not at all talking about how you're supposed to set boundaries for other people. Not at all. This is about you setting boundaries for you, for your protection, so that you can live in alignment with your own needs and values. So that you live with self-respect. You quit looking for other people to respect you. You quit trying to make other people respect you or value you or see you or listen to you. And you start listening to you, for crying out loud. You do it. You validate your feelings. You be there for yourself. Stop walking away from you. And set some boundaries and learn to, deepen your understanding of yourself and why you do things and why this relationship is not working. And no matter how hard you work at it, it never works. It never seems to get better. Here's your sign, honey. It's not for you. You got to let it go. I know you didn't want to hear that. And I know it's not easy because I have done it and lived it. But I'm telling you, the peace that you will create in your life because you've created boundaries is phenomenal. And it is worth all of the discomfort that you feel initially as you're trying something new. Doing something you never have done before. You are worth your effort. And now I'm going to end this because this one went much longer than it was supposed to. I send you much love and I will talk to you later. Bye.